welcome to the Mike Watch. I'm your host, Mike. I'm here with my co-host, Mike, and we're here to bring the good word of the cinemascape, if you will, the movie world. What other words can we use? I don't care. I feel like I'm Lars. Did you watch any of the Metallica concerts that they uploaded like during quarantine, the Metallica Monday things?
No.
At the beginning of them, Lars would do an intro for fucking 6 minutes
God.
of him talking like this. Hello, my friends of my Metallica family. It's Metallica Monday, and we're here to watch a concert from Gettysburg in 2012. All the Metallica families here. He did it for like 6 minutes straight, and I'm like, start the fucking concert. Why? I don't want to watch you talk for 6 minutes. Egomaniac. Anyways,
Fucking Lars, eh?
Lars Ulrich. Is that how you say his last name? Ulrich?
Guess so. Ulrich? Lars Ulrich?
Like he's American, but like couldn't sound any less American. Is
Yeah.
is he not from the States, or is he born in like Sokovia? Like I don't understand.
I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
I thought they were all from California. Anyways, not important.
Probably is, man. I don't know.
Not
Maybe his family's like right off the boat, you know?
Right off the boat. You know the vibes. Okay, let's get into the movies. So we got a BAHSTON episode, okay? Fuck your mom. Okay, that's our episode today, you cocksucker. That's literally every Boston movie. You know why Spotlight isn't a Boston movie? Because they don't say cocksucker at all in the movie. I don't think they do.
True.
Wait.
They don't.
No, wait. I think no, he doesn't say. Never mind. I thought the guy, what's his name? Peter from Southie, who gets raped by the priest, who has the fucking heroin marks.
Yeah.
I thought he said cocksucker, but I don't think he said cocksucker. It's fine. Anyway,
there wasn't really now that I think about it, there wasn't really a lot of swearing, considering the subject matter of the film.
And it being a Boston movie, which like they always just like they amplify all the Boston stereotypes, or just like everybody just hates everybody in the city. Not a single person likes anybody.
Yeah.
But
see, that's a little more evident in the Departed.
Yeah, The Departed. I mean, it is a police movie, so they all literally are just fucking cocksuckers. Like that's all of them.
Yeah,
it's literally every single one of them. But The Departed is a lot more vulgar. Like way more, like it's like times 1,000. Yeah. It is Scorsese, so I mean he's known for that. But
sure.
So we have The Departed, we have Spotlight, and we have Black Mass. That wouldn't be the usual, I feel like, lineup for a Boston movie episode, but we thought it'd be interesting. We could have done like Good Will Hunting or anything like that, but we kept it kind of more crime focused. Spotlight obviously being a much different crime drama than The Departed. The Departed and Black Mass kind of having similarities, not really, but as both being kind of gangsterish movies.
Well, they're both like The Departed is based off like Whitey Bulger's story too, right? So,
is it? I thought, I was thinking. I mean, it is based. Well, The Departed is a Chinese movie remake called Infernal Affairs. That's the original movie. But I did notice when I was watching Black Mass, I noticed I felt it gave me some Jack Nicholson character vibes a little bit, like Johnny Depp's character.
Yeah, they have similar kind of traits.
And Whitey Bulger, like that whole Whitey Bulger story, it was kind of how do you say this? It was kind of culminating around the time The Departed came out. Like it was still an active story.
Yeah.
Even when Spotlight was happening, that was still a big story at the time.
Yeah.
So 2001, 2002, from September 11th to for the next 8 months after that, it was like a pretty fucked time. Like that's like 2020. Like the first 2020 was 2001.
Yeah.
Like literally, like 2002, I think was SARS. The Boston story was huge. Like that priest story. I mean, the movie is not exaggerating. Let's start with Spotlight. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's start with Spotlight. Yeah.
The movie's not exaggerating. When people do not, even today, they very much turn a blind eye And it's not even like they don't want to know or like don't think it's bad what the priests do to kids. I don't think we have to really talk about what they do. We know what they do. We know what the
Yeah.
movie's about. If you're
Yeah.
watching this episode, you don't know what Spotlight's about. Quick summary: in Boston and most of America and the world, in the Catholic Church, there's a lot of priests who touch little boys and girls. Um, they fool around, as some priests would call it,
Yeah.
and basically, the Boston Globe went on a nice little real journalism, true journalism, hard hitting journalism. I don't want to call it an adventure, but I guess journey or
Yeah.
mission to nail the bastards
Yeah.
that did that shit.
And it is not an easy watch. It is
No.
super uncomfortable, and it's actually really fucked up because there's a scene where Rachel McAdams' character goes to a priest's house and she's asking him all these questions, and he straight up admits to molesting these kids.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're kind of frozen. You're like,
Yeah.
is he actually saying that? That's a thing he's
Yeah.
saying. That's a thing he's admitting to right now.
Yeah. And even she, like, you could see the look on her face. She's like, did he actually just fucking say that?
Well, it's you think it like after because the way they paint it out, which is probably most likely really how it is, and
Yeah.
it is how it is.
Well,
the
sure.
church hides it pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, actually, not really. I mean, I don't say they hide it pretty well, but they're good at burying the stories.
Yeah. Well, because
And
then like they would just relocate them and like and then put them in a different rotation, right? And then
Right.
people would forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. But like to see how far the church goes to hide like that stuff,
Mhm.
and this priest just goes, "Yeah, I touch boys.
Yeah.
I touched them. Big deal. I was fooling around.
Yeah.
I was raped as a kid. I would know what being raped is like." And it's like, "Oh, would you? Oh, would you? Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, do you now?"
It's fun, bro. And then he's like, "Oh well, I didn't get any pleasure from it, so it's okay." Like,
What were you doing? What was this history class? What was it? What was it?
yeah, it's like,
Tell me. Was it fully alive? What was the class? What was going on? Well, a demonstration?
oh man,
Or were you,
that
what were you just like
it's
to give him a sponge bath? What are you doing with these kids? I mean, like, tell me what is it pleasuring for you about that? What's the point if you're like what? Tell me what are you doing? What's the reason then? Well, actually, we would have found out, but his sister, who he lives with, that's so weird.
Yeah, and
You
he's
know
like
what I mean?
100, but yeah, it's like okay.
It's like, yeah, get off my porch, and I'm his sister. I'm like, what are you? You're his sister, and you live together at age 70? What are you? What are you sick? Do you need to be taken care of? Does he need care?
Yeah.
Did he touch you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked. That
No thanks.
I'll pass.
One thing I want to say too is this movie was nominated for 6 Academy Awards.
And one Best Picture.
It won 2 of them. It won Best Picture and won Best Writing and Original Screenplay.
Which deserves it.
100%.
This is the I think this is going to be, and I think it is already. This is our generation's All the President's Men. Our, newsroom, stark lighting, the performances, the subtlety. This is our All the President's Men. I want more of these stories though. I like these movies. I'm a sucker for these court, crime, newspaper movies that just kind of I like investigative journalism. I've always have.
Yeah.
And like to see it in movies, I like when it's not flashy.
Mm-hmm.
I like when it's about like the Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep one. What was that called?
The Post.
The Post. Not good. The best part about it, honest to God, is Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
He's the best part about that movie. And I think I actually got nominated for it. I mean,
I think he did.
Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad.
So did Tom Hanks, I think.
Of course he did.
Yeah,
and
right.
And probably Meryl Streep as well.
100%. Every movie ever that he puts out, he's nominated for an Oscar. Does he win? No.
I wish he died of COVID. I'm kidding. Imagine that though. Imagine if he got COVID and he died.
Well, that would have been fucking crazy.
We would have stayed inside the house for 9 months, like literally. Like that would have been it. Stay
Yeah,
inside.
imagine.
Tom Hanks is dead. It's over. We can't win anymore. They killed Forrest Gump. Hang it up. Hang it up. We're done.
Yeah.
It's over. They won. The Chinese won. Anyways. Anyway, Spotlight. Uh Spotlight's I think Spotlight's real it's W's. It's wins, which it has many of them because it's basically flawless. But its real like drive and win is the chemistry between the actors and the movie's pacing and editing
Hmm.
is some of the I someone like who has edited shit before and like tried to make like it's not easy. It's not easy to edit something and try and create some sort of like flow that
Yeah.
flows effortlessly.
Yeah.
It's like it's so hard to do that, especially with a movie that a is a real story. You're trying to keep the viewers engaged,
Yeah.
and you do it in like 2 hours.
Hmm.
This whole entire story, which took place over quite a few years or a couple years at least,
Yeah.
maybe a year and a half. I forget how long it was, but it's a very thick story, a lot of
Yeah.
information in it, and they condense it enough where it doesn't really leave anything out. I feel like, and it doesn't really give you I almost like too much. Like you're hearing about like it's repetitive, like it's
Yeah.
redundant. The point of the story is that a first thing they do is they teach you about all the priests and how many there are, and then they go into basically the system was what as Liev Schreiber was referring to it
Yeah.
as go for the system, which is why I mean we both grew up Catholic, and I think you did as well. I grew up Catholic. As a I became a teenager and started to hear about this stuff as a kid who was an altar server. I mean, with my experience with the church as an altar server, I was never. The priests were pretty sick. Priests were pretty dope. They never really were that creepy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were all pretty chill.
Yeah.
Uh, I never really experienced that. I heard about it though. I've heard it's happened in Niagara Falls before. I forget which priest, but I think when I was like a little kid, like around 4, you probably would have been like 8. I think there was a priest in the falls who got relocated
Yeah.
after something happened,
Yeah.
and the system of the church. I mean, you could do a whole entire like 20-part documentary about how fucked the church is and how fucking corrupt they
Yeah.
are and
There
how much
was
they do about they do this time and time again. And you see at the end of the movie, you see in the credits all the places that have these cases.
yeah.
Every city
It's
ever.
it's yeah, it's like 3 full pages of just fucking a list of city names and countries, and it's fucking sickening, to be
And
honest.
that's ones that they know about.
There was like 2 or 3 of them that were around here, like
I
between here and like Buffalo.
I saw a couple Canada ones, but they seemed like they were far. It was like
Yeah, one was in Newfoundland, and
yeah, I saw. I think I saw one that seemed like it was Ontario. It sounded like it was like Schittsburg, and I'm like, what the fuck is this place?
yeah. Um yeah, it's crazy. And the fact that they made a movie like this with this kind of subject matter and it won best picture is an insane accomplishment, because
Yeah,
with something that would make, you know, anybody so uncomfortable to watch and to talk about, it's hard to pull that off, and they did.
I think the bigger thing is making a movie about this. It's not. I'm sure it's not easy to greenlight a movie that puts a lot of shade in the church. It's. I mean, the church's relationship with the state, government, all that shit,
Yeah.
oligarchies, all that, whatever you want to call it. It's been pretty tight knit for hundreds of years, a long time,
Yeah.
and even when you bring it all the way down to the Oscars, the fact that they chose that movie to win Best Picture is pretty sick. I mean, it's pretty amazing that actually won Best Picture because you think it's pretty ballsy to do that, in my
Yeah.
opinion, even to make that movie. I'm pretty sure it was Fox Searchlight who did
I
this
think so.
movie. I think it
Yeah,
was
I think
Searchlight.
so.
Um, yeah, it's a ballsy move to make this movie and to even for it to win, and I'm really happy it was made. I
Hmm.
mean, it's a fucked story. It's so nuts, and
Yeah.
this movie took a very very long time to write. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was a blacklist script as well. It was made a while ago. Got put on the blacklist, which is you know what the blacklist is, right?
Hmm.
People don't know what the blacklist is. It's a script, like forum, I guess, that people have their scripts on there. The blacklist is considered like a list of scripts that basically people like that have never been made, and the scripts get bought off there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Prisoners was a blacklist script. I know that. Spotlight is a blacklist script. Um, it wasn't hard. It was really hard to write, and even when I'm pretty sure it was bought, they still had to do a bunch of rewriting to make sure that the story was perfectly knit for the real life story. And right down to the actors. I mean, Michael Keaton, apparently his character, I think he played Robbie.
Yeah.
Apparently that guy and him, like their performances are like, well, his performance and the actual guy in real life, apparently
Hmm.
really similar. Mark Ruffalo had the guy on set that he played, and
Yeah.
would have him read lines, and then he would basically mimic it.
Yeah.
Liev Schreiber. If you watch an interview with the guy that he played, it's like scarily similar. It's
Hmm.
insane. I'm not even like a big Liev Schreiber fan, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is insane. Like this is amazing acting, and they become the characters or the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. See, like with Michael Keaton, they said when he got the role, he had met with the real Walter Robinson, and he would listen to audio tapes and video, and then he Michael Keaton did like an impression of him, and he said that he's like, "How do you know me so well?" He's like, "We just met,"
Keaton's
which
fucked.
is yeah, he's such a fucking great actor.
We're in the midst of a. I think it's slowed down a little bit, but we're in this kind of a Keaton sans. We're in it. Michael Keaton sans. Keaton sans. I don't know. Fuck it. The
Yeah,
Founder,
yeah,
Birdman, Spotlight. What else we got? Fucking Batman now, I guess. Like he's Batman again. Like he's just fucking. He just did that.
yeah.
Um.
He's one of those. Yeah, most of the good things I've seen him in, he's done recently. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
A lot of his. I mean, he's aged like fine wine
Yeah,
as an actor.
yeah,
I mean, like his work is just getting better and better.
yeah.
I mean, I
Which I
think
love because
and I think his best performance is not. I think this is better than Birdman.
yeah, I would agree.
I think it's a hot take. I feel like people just like. I mean, Birdman is really good. It's incredible, but this is the acting goes right down to the like even
Mhm.
the side characters, the victims, the priest, everybody plays their role perfectly to a T, and they make you believe every single piece of information that
Yeah,
comes out, and they plays it perfectly.
yeah. And That's the one thing about this movie that if it wasn't good, the whole movie would have fell apart. And it was the victims, because the people who play the victims are easily the best actors in this movie.
Mhm.
Easily.
That the one victim, the first one that we see, the Southie guy,
Yep.
with the heroin things, he's an actual victim. He's an actual victim. He's also a boxer from Boston. Uh, I'm not sure too much about him, but yeah, he is from Southie as well. Like he's
Wow.
actually that guy.
Wow.
He is that guy. Like I mean, in some way or another, he actually is that guy.
Yeah.
And like again, like we're saying this before the podcast, and I think we were talking about it also in the podcast. But the the actual Boston part of the movie, people said it's more accurate than like The Departed, or you know a Black Mat. Like it's one of the most accurate depictions of Boston, just because of how it it shows that Boston, it is kind of this small city, but it has very different parts in it and diverse parts, and there is different reactions, and there is different these synthetic relationships that are in Boston that aren't these just goofy, everybody just fuck you cocksucker, fuck your mother, go fuck your car, like just random shit that like they probably do say people from Boston sometimes, but it's not like
Yeah.
Not everybody from New York is like fucking gabagool. Like that's not everybody who's Italian from New York. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And places do that all the time. Movies do that all the time with their stereotypes. It's fine, but when it's shown accurately, look what happens. You get spotlight, right?
Yeah.
And fucking best picture winner. You know.
Yeah.
Um, who got nominated for this movie? Do you know?
Yeah. I got it right here.
Let me see it, big boy.
All right. Won 2 Oscars. Okay. So Ruffalo was up for Best Supporting Actor.
He deserved it.
Um, Rachel McAdams was up for Supporting Actress.
Was Liev Schreiber nominated?
No.
What?
He should have been.
Yeah, I mean they all could have been, but
and
obviously best picture, best
Best
screenplay,
Picture, Best Editing.
deserved it.
Yeah, I don't know what like won that year. Like I'm too lazy to look it up, so I don't really care. But
It definitely deserved. It definitely deserved editing. I said that before. I'm gonna make that a thing again.
mhm.
I'm just gonna fucking say it. It definitely deserved that nomination. Like I can't stress enough how well the editing is so tight and so to the T,
Yeah.
and the directing as well. I mean, it's just it's literally it's what it has to be.
Yeah.
And it's what it is. Like it
Mhm.
literally is. It's so fucking tight, that editing. Like
Yeah.
I can't actually put my head around it. I can't. It's so hard to choose what stays in the movie, what doesn't stay in the movie, how the movie should flow, what lines do we keep, what lines do we not keep,
Right.
how long should it be, what should we trim, yada yada yada. And like
Yeah.
to do it how they did it, like it couldn't have been more perfect. I have it rated as 4.5 stars on my Letterboxd account, and I'm gonna put it to 5 stars
Mhm.
because I didn't, after watching it like 3 times now, it really hit me how fucking good this movie is. Like I've always thought it's good,
Yeah.
but how actually fucking incredible this movie is.
Yeah, and I love too, like, and it's a testament to the editing. I love when there's a passage of time in movies and they don't explicitly put a title card on that says there's been time passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's such a great testament to the editor because it still flows really nicely, and they don't have to explicitly say 2 months or whatever.
Did Spotlight come out 2014 or 2015?
2015.
Okay.
It was up for 2016 Academy Awards.
Okay, hold on. Best Picture. Yeah, okay. Who was nominated with it? Bridge of Spies, Mad Max, The Revenant, The Martian, The Big Short, Room, and Brooklyn. That is
See, that was a pretty stacked year.
Yeah, that was a pretty stacked. Big Short's amazing. The Martian's good. Revenant's good. Mad Max Fury Road is fucking amazing. Room is great. Brooklyn's pretty decent. I mean, that's a fucking stacked.
Yeah.
Who won? Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl. I haven't seen that movie yet. Best Actress, Brie Larson, obviously. Best Supporting Actor. Yeah, Ruffalo was nominated.
Yeah.
And Stallone for Creed. I didn't even realize that. He could have won that shit easily.
He should have won.
Yeah, man.
I'm pissed that he didn't. Because didn't he lose to fucking Buddy from Bridge of Spies?
Yeah, he did.
What's his name?
Mark Rylance.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy? Mark Rylance.
He was the one in Trial of Chicago 7,
guy.
wasn't he?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Like the lawyer or whatever?
Never mind. He's cool. He's cool. He's cool.
I
He's cool in
didn't
Chicago
see
7.
Yeah, he's great in that movie.
Yeah. But fuck him for winning that actor.
I didn't see Bridge of Spies because I'm like, well, that looks really boring and I don't really want to watch it. So I didn't.
Who won Best Editing? I want to see. Who won Best Editing? I'm gonna find it. There it is. Who won? Mad Max Fury Road? Okay, that's fair. Fury Road's editing is pretty sick. But Spotlight should have won. I mean, I haven't seen Mad Max since it came out pretty much. But
it was up for a fuck ton of. Well, I was only up for like 3 Golden Globes, but like it was up for a lot of awards.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it deserves it.
What Golden Globes was it up for?
What else is there to say about this movie? I don't want to talk about it for too long because everything's already been said about it. But I mean, it's a great movie. I mean, I can't stress enough how much people should watch this movie. If whoever listens this far into the podcast, stop listening to it, watch the movie, come back. Like
Mhm.
please watch the movie. Like
Yeah.
it's so, and don't, if you find it boring, fuck you. Like it's not, I can't, like it's not boring. It's
Just
not.
like it's important to watch too, because if you didn't know, like if you fucking whatever, if you live under a rock and
Yeah.
you weren't aware of what was going on or what's still going on, I'm sure today, definitely watch it because it'll open your eyes for sure.
As much as I love Pope Francis, I think he's cool. Uh, he is a part of the scandal too. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not wrong, he did. He did say some shit that like he didn't support it, but he did not support it. Does that make any sense?
Sure.
Uh, like he wasn't very he didn't take the right stance on this subject, if
Hmm.
I remember correctly, Pope Francis. But it's a fucking sick movie. I'm gonna give it a not. I have one. I have a nitpick though. I have a nitpick about this movie. I have a nitpick.
What is it? Because it might be the same as mine.
The Doritos
Okay, no.
in the background. In the background of one scene, there's Doritos and a Starbucks that are very, very, very modern, like 2020, like 2015 shit,
Yeah.
not like 1990, like 2000 shit.
Yeah.
Not a great period piece. Decent, good
Yeah.
hit. It
It's
was,
yeah.
it's pretty good, but
Yeah.
not perfect period piece.
Yeah.
That's my only 9.7 out of 10,
Yeah.
maybe 9.8.
I would go. Yeah, I would go 9.8 too. I think
Because
it's
there is a couple lines here and there, like even Ruffalo has a couple lines where I'm like, that's a little, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I don't,
That's my issue. That's one of my
I don't think like the idiosyncrasy. Oh, also Stanley Tucci.
incredible in this movie. He's
How do we
so
forget
good.
Stanley Tucci in this movie?
He's so
Absolute.
good.
I mean, I don't think the idiosyncratic performance is always the best one. I'm talking Ruffalo here. I
Yeah.
don't think it's always the best performance in the movie. I do think, honestly, Stanley Tucci and Keaton. Wait, is he a lead in the? Is he a lead in the movie? He's a lead.
I would
Yeah,
think
he's
so.
the lead. I would think Stanley Tucci and Liev Schreiber both had better supporting performances than Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
I
hot take, but
I think that like Ruffalo, the thing is with Ruffalo, I feel like he plays the same fucking guy in every movie. Like he's kind of like
the
he's kind
idiosyncratic, just like fucking.
yeah, he's kind of nerdy and like he's not really overly loud, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he
yeah,
plays the same fucking. He's great. Like he's a great actor, but
yeah. No
you know.
diss. We love you, Mark
Yeah,
Ruffalo.
yeah, you know. No
Mark
no Mark,
Ruffalo.
yeah, no Ruffalo slander in this on this podcast, but
No Ruffalo slander.
you know.
Mark Ruffalo. Have you seen that Family Guy bit where it's like Jenny Garoppolo, Mark Ruffalo, Garoppolo? I don't know. I'll play the bit during the podcast when I go back into the editing bay. Next movie, you want to do Departed or Black Mass next? What do you want to do next?
Let's do Departed.
No, Black
Okay, let's
Mass.
do Black Mass then. Fuck it.
I don't know. I gave you a choice to be honest. It should have been Black. We're gonna end it. We're not gonna end it with fucking Black Mass.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea.
Black
The
Mass is
Departed.
let's go right to the fucking let's get right to the point. Black
Yeah,
Mass, Johnny Depp, you legend.
yeah,
Okay. Fuck Amber
yep,
Heard. Johnny Depp, you're a great actor.
yep.
I mean, I believed you were not Johnny Depp for the whole entire movie,
Hmm.
and the movie isn't that great.
Right. Here's my opinion. Okay, the movie itself, um, it's not the greatest.
No,
It's not really that good.
no.
It's 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 one of those movies that you watch it mostly for the performances because
It has a couple highs in the movie, and they're very high highs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and one of those, this is honest to God, I'm not even joking. This is Johnny Depp's best performance, hands down. I don't care what anybody says.
Edward Scissorhands would say otherwise.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm
fuck
kidding.
Edward Scissorhands. It's
It,
classic, but
it's a banger.
this movie, he totally disappears into this character, and it wasn't distracting. It wasn't like it once the first time you watch it and you see that first scene with him, and it's like it's kind of off-putting because he got those fucking sharp blue eyes and he's like bald, and you're like, okay, that's kind of weird.
I
But
think the makeup actually is shit Can I say that?
See, I don't think so.
I don't. I actually, it's good. Okay, it's good makeup, but I don't think it worked. I gotta be. It didn't work for me. I gotta be. It just didn't work for me. If you look at Whitey Bulger pics, that sounds like a weird. That's a weird fucking phrase. That's a. That's a
By the way, that's an actual guy's name.
Whitey Bulger. Wow. That's really fucking weird. Anyways, we look at pictures of Whitey Bulger, James Bulger.
Yeah.
He looks nothing like the makeup in this movie. Nothing. I mean, similar, like I guess similar hair, kind of.
Yeah, it's close, but it's also because they casted Johnny Depp and not somebody who looked closer to, you know.
In my opinion, just make. I don't know. It doesn't work for the makeup. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. That's all. That's all.
That's fine. It is what it is.
But the opening scene is pretty decent.
Yeah, I like the opening scene.
Your fat fucking fingers.
I loved this another movie. One thing this movie has in common, the cast in all three of the movies we're talking about today are stacked.
Yeah, pretty stacked. Yeah. Actually, I think Joel Edgerton in this movie is fucking shit. I think he fucking sucks in this movie, Joel Edgerton. I hate his performance so much.
I don't think so.
I hate his performance so fucking much. I think the only good part about his performance is his script that he has. Is his lines. That's fucking it. I think it's Mike. I'm throwing out some fucking hot takes today, baby. I'm coming in hot. Okay, and I think his performance is fucking garbage in this movie. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's interesting. I think it's so over the top, cheesy. I get it, bro. You're British, and I know you're British because of your performance.
Yeah. Well, it's the same with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, but I think he was still better than him in this movie. To be honest, I
think so too.
I thought he was more believable. Like he played his part better.
Too. But also, yeah, I don't know. I thought he was good. I don't care. I think, overall, I wouldn't say he's like amazing, but I also like wouldn't say he's bad either. He's just like.
Okay, he's not bad, but
he's good with what he's given, and I think it works in the movie.
See, I think with what he's given, you should have done better. Like he had really good lines for his part that pretty much give him the recipe for a good performance. And I think he gets drunk on his own fucking character, just being like this fucking. I'm from fucking South to fucking streets, man. I'm a fucking street kid. Fuck you, fuck your mother, you fucking cocksucker. Like it's so that. Where it's like, shut up, man. Like Mark Wahlberg was different because he was always on 1,000 in the movie.
Yeah.
His character is always on 1,000. This guy's character is not that. He's just like, how could anybody be around this guy and not shoot him in the mouth when he speaks? Like, his character is just so blatantly a piece of shit scumbag. And his performance, like, it's just, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it when I'm watching it. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
You know what's funny? This was the first movie that I saw Benedict Cumberbatch in. And
ever?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Back in 2015, yeah.
Oh, you watched it when it came out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I bought the DVD the same year it came out.
Why?
Because I fucking love Johnny Depp, bro. He's one of the fucking greatest actors out there.
He is. He's top 10.
He's fucking incredible, and he's fucking great in this movie. But, yeah, but I remember the first time Benedict Cumberbatch opens his mouth in this movie, I'm like, he's got an accent, and he's not hiding it very well. Because you could tell, like, when he's doing his accent, like, you know, when somebody's in a movie and they're, like, British or whatever, and they're doing another accent that's not, like, American, and you can tell.
Yeah, I don't think
he does fine, but it's.
I think it's just better than Joel Edgerton, but not by a lot.
Yeah, he's still good. Like it's not really that distracting, but it's enough. It's enough to know.
Benadryl Compact. What's the other one?
There's like 100 of them. That picture's so funny.
I love that fucking picture.
What's this guy's name again?
Benadryl Cabbage Patch.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Dakota Johnson's decent in this movie.
Stud in the movie. Everyone's great for the most part.
Kevin Bacon, Jesse Plemons.
Jesse Plemons is just always and forever just going to be the the side character who just kind of has like 5 lines,
He's a
all
great
great
character
lines,
actor.
all great lines too. If you actually would have watched, I'm thinking of ending things this year. When we reviewed it on the podcast, but you didn't watch it because you're a fucking cocksucker. I watched it and he was great in the movie, and he was I would say he was pretty much the lead in the movie, and he did really well with his character and his lines and everything. I mean, he's really good. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
I mean, he was great in The Irishman for like the 4 lines he had. He was good in Breaking Bad for like the 5 lines he had in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He's really good in the Breaking Bad movie for like the 5 lines they had in Breaking Bad movie. Like he's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You put you tee him up and he fucking hits a home run, baby.
God, yeah, this movie's another one. Like David Harbour, Adam Scott,
Yeah.
Corey Stoll, like
It is good. Sarsgaard's in it. He's good for like the fucking 10 lines
Peter
he has.
Sarsgaard, yeah.
It's a good fucking movie, man.
I always mix Peter Sarsgaard up with like the Skarsgårds because there's like 100 of them.
Wait, oh yeah, he's not a Skarsgård. He's a Sarsgaard.
He's a Sarsgaard, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck,
It's
eh?
fucking yeah, it's so weird.
Imagine that.
Who directed this movie? Scott Cooper.
Oh, who did Spotlight then?
It was where is it?
Tom McCarthy.
Tom McCarthy, yeah.
Yeah, Tom McCarthy. My bad.
Tom McCarthy, by the way, hasn't done fucking anything good except this movie.
What's he done? Let me see.
Absolutely nothing. He's directed like 4 things.
The Cobbler. That's pretty funny. That's so funny how Spotlight's like this fucking masterpiece, and then the Cobbler's like, well, the Cobbler isn't complete shit, but I mean, it's okay. It's no Spotlight.
Yeah.
It's Adam Sandler playing a somewhat serious role. The Sandman.
The Sandman.
Shut up.
This movie?
Black Mass.
I think this movie win any major awards?
Of course not.
No. You know what though? Johnny Depp was nominated for Screen Actors Guild Award for fucking best actor in a leading role.
It's good. Got a nice.
Yeah, it's good. He should have been up for a fucking Academy Award.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm happy he got an. Okay, I mean, what was it 2015?
Yeah, so it would have been. Well, it would have been the same awards as Spotlight, right?
I don't know. That's a tough race, buddy. It was good though. It was really good. I mean, honestly, if he did get nominated in that class, I wouldn't have been mad.
Not that he should. Yeah, not that he should have won, but he should have at least been nominated. I think.
I gotta look at it again just to make sure I'm not like fucking forgetting anybody. But I think he would have got. Yeah, I think he could have got nominated in that. That would have been a fine choice. I think.
I feel like this movie's kind of overlooked. I feel like not a lot of people see this movie.
Yeah,
I've seen this movie
because it's not good, Mike. That's why.
Yeah, it's not. But you know,
Mike, Johnny Depp carries his movie on his back.
100%.
Okay, I'm shocked he's not fucking paralyzed from fucking carrying this movie.
Yeah,
okay?
that's true.
He carries it.
Yeah,
Joel
but
Edgerton,
the thing is, this movie's just, it feels kind of empty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no real weight to it because there's no like Johnny Depp is probably the closest thing to a protagonist there is in this movie, but he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Like everybody in this movie is a shitty person.
I think the best part of this movie is not the gangster stuff. I think it's the stuff with his wife and his kid.
Yeah.
I think it's the stuff. I think George Edgerton's stuff with his wife is the best part. I think it's just when they're in homes together and in their houses, at the hospital, at a funeral. That's the best stuff.
The best scene, one of the best scenes of this movie is that dinner scene where he's asking Buddy for like his family recipe or whatever, and he just gives it up, and he like gives him shit for it.
He's fucked in that whole entire in that sequence, I guess.
Yeah.
The scene with his Joel Edgerton's wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's a scene and a half, buddy.
Yeah.
It's weird to watch Johnny Depp like manhandle women after everything. It's a little weird to see Johnny Depp in a movie like beating the fuck out of a girl when you're like he did get accused of that. It's like when Chris D'Elia got and he's in You and he's a pedophile, and it's like, well, now it's kind of weird. Or like Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey is a pedophile in American Beauty, and now he's
Yeah.
a pedophile in real life, and it's like, well, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. History tends to repeat itself.
Yeah.
I'm,
Unfortunately.
but fortunately for Johnny Depp, he has the recordings, and Amber Heard is a sack of shit. I'm taking a stance here in the podcast. I mean, I am just making jokes, but Amber Heard is a sack of shit.
Yeah. Agreed.
And if I saw her in real life, I'd kick her teeth in. You know what I mean? Amber Heard, if you're watching, you're a dime. You're a piece. You're an absolute piece. But I kick your fucking teeth in. You know what I mean? Piece of shit. I hope you rot in jail.
Absolute
Also, is
psychopath.
she still casted in Zack Snyder's Justice League? Because if she is, cut her out of
She's
the
in
movie.
it. Bro, she's in it. She shot new scenes.
Why?
Because and you know what the best part is? Now she has the balls, bro. She has the balls to ask for a bigger role in Aquaman 2. She's in the entire movie in the first one, start to finish. She's in like every fucking scene. And she has the balls to ask for a... Are you off your fucking medication?
Clip that. I'm gonna clip this fucking part here. Okay, we're clipping this shit.
Like,
I'm putting it on TikTok.
is she...
Okay.
She is fucking out of her mind, bro.
The privilege of some of these actors. Okay, listen.
Do you just want to be Aquaman? What? Fuck Jason Momoa. We'll just make the movie about you then.
Aquatran?
Ah.
I'll be here all week, guys. I'll be here all.
When's your special come out?
After fucking Amy Schumer's next special, probably. She can get one. I can get one. Anyways.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fuck Amy Schumer. Anyways, we're just beating the fuck out of women today on this podcast. This is the Misogyny Watch. I'm Mike. This is
oh fuck.
No, but honestly though, like, in all seriousness, I wasn't there when Amber Heard and Johnny Depp had their confrontations. I'm sure Johnny Depp isn't completely innocent. I wouldn't be shocked if he wasn't completely innocent in this thing. But Amber Heard is a piece of shit, from what we've heard. Also, the fucking privilege that some of these, and not just women actors, some of these actors though, like, listen, Aquaman is Aquaman. Is there a lot of female leading roles in superhero movies? No, there isn't. That's just what it is. And should there be more? Of course. The other day I had this thought. And it's interesting because when you look at a lot of the movies that we shit on for being like Black Mass or The Departed or Spotlight, like very not diverse casts, very just fucking white.
Very white, very male driven.
Yeah. But though a lot of these stories are real life stories, that's kind of how it goes. You couldn't really just make the cast just Asian people and Hispanic people and it be the same. It's not how it was in real life.
Right.
A lot of these stories get greenlighted by white old Jewish guys who have been around for too long, who are very out of touch. I think the way to go about making a more diverse Hollywood is having a more diverse Hollywood. Literally, is having people up top being not all. And I'm not even just. This is the one time where I think it shouldn't just be about merit and just be about being the right person for the job. Obviously, that comes first.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who aren't white who could do jobs like these old fat Jewish guys in Hollywood.
Yeah,
they could do it better. 100%.
Yeah, of course.
And until you have them, I don't know how we just went to this fucking serious topic, but whatever. Until you have them up at the top, greenlighting stories, and I'm talking about diverse people, Black people, Asian, whatever.
Sure.
You're not going to see their stories. You're not going to see more of their stories.
Right.
You're just not going to. And I don't think it's on the Academy. I don't think it's on Golden Globes. I don't think it's on the actors themselves. You have to go right to the top down to actually get these stories told. Yeah. Then you will have more diverse nominations, and it just makes it's a better kingdom.
But look at some of the movies that have been at the Oscar. Recently, it's obviously it's been better because movies like Fences or Black Panther or
Moonlight.
12 Years a Slave or Moonlight. You know what I mean? Those are all great movies.
Black Klansman and the Five Bloods.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's getting better, but those movies, like, let's be honest, those like Black Panther 2 is being made not just because it's an MCU movie, because it made money. Not
Hmm.
because it's not because BLM, you know what I mean? Like, it's because, I mean, partially, I guess it's a popular movement, but I mean, it has nothing to do with actual equality. Like, and I'm going to bring back the Amber Heard. Amber Heard not having a bigger role in Aquaman 2 probably has nothing to do with her being a woman and everything to do with the fucking story itself. You can make Aquaman a woman probably and just that's not really his gender really isn't important,
Yeah, it's not.
but it's Aquaman. Okay?
Right.
Like Batwoman is Batwoman, Batman is Batman.
Yeah.
Okay? Like there's Black Widow, right?
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean I mean imagine if they made Black Widow a man and like Iron Man a woman. I
Hmm.
mean really in reality it's not really that important. Like their genders really and their race isn't really that tied to their character. You could change things,
Right.
but
The thing is, though, then you get people like, then you get these fans who are like, "Oh, it's not fucking accurate," and then they get pissed off, and then they won't go see it. Then it doesn't make money, so the
but
studio loses.
well, Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Speaking of Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson.
Hmm.
Um, you know, she's white, not Asian.
Yeah.
Like she shouldn't have been casted in that. Honestly, she shouldn't have been. I mean, that's one thing where I'm like, okay, like you could have casted an Asian person. I don't know. I mean, like that's kind of the culture of the movie.
Hmm.
It's kind of like casting someone who isn't black in Black Panther, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless you fully, I mean, I don't remember Ghost in the Shell being fully Americanized, but like it seemed like they still pretty much made it like a Japanese centric movie. When you cast Black Scarlett Johansson, it's like now you're just making money.
Yeah.
That's really all you're trying to do here,
Yeah.
and you just disregarded like a bunch of Asian actors who probably could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I'm not gonna sit here and get mad at Scarlett Johansson. Get your bag, like get the
Yeah, it's
money.
not her fault. Fuck,
You know what I
she's
mean?
gonna get a paycheck.
Like
She's doing her job.
if they cast Scarlett Johansson to play, okay, Eddie Redmayne, or actually no, that's not a good example because MLS is you can't really cast somebody with with MS to play someone who
Yeah.
has MS because like they probably can't even really act because they have MS.
Yeah.
But
It's different with like disabilities though. When you're playing a
yeah,
guy with it, when you're playing a character with a disability, it's like if
it's
you're a
called
good enough
acting.
actor, yeah, if you're a good enough actor, you can pull it off.
Well, it's called acting though. That's the thing
Yeah.
for a reason because you're acting as someone else.
Yeah. Well, like look at movies like fucking Rain Man or like Awakenings, like
Mhm.
De Niro, and you know what I mean? Like if you're a
Uh,
good actor and you can pull it off,
Gilbert
go
Grape.
for it.
What's he in Gilbert Grape? Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio. I mean, like it's
Again, Johnny Depp.
I'm Sam. I mean, like
Like
these movies that have you can play. It's race is a different thing than disability.
yeah.
Playing somebody who isn't the same color as you
Yeah.
when you shouldn't be playing them is a different story.
Right.
Robert Downey Jr. playing his character in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
His character was a white guy playing a black guy. That was the point of the
Hmm.
character. But then we have Scarlett Johansson playing an Asian girl who isn't a white girl. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. And
But
they also like they make her hair black. They don't even make like you know what I mean. Like they make her basically the Japanese girl just white.
mhm.
It's like why would you just not cast a Japanese? Like I don't know. I wasn't crying about it. I
Yeah.
don't think it's a big deal.
Hmm.
But it's like, did you really have to do that? Like
Yeah.
it's not
Exactly.
rocket science. It really isn't.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not some fucking prophet here saying some like new shit. It's pretty
Hmm.
fucking straightforward thinking.
Yeah.
Uh, back to Black Mass, anyways.
Hmm.
Black Mass is an okay movie. It's fine.
What do you want to score it?
7 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 6.8 out of 10. I'm a
Fair
little
enough.
harsher on it, but
Fair enough. I'll go. I'll go 7.
okay.
I think the performances really save it from
Okay.
being a mess.
Okay. Okay, man.
Um.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Main event.
The Departed.
Yeah.
Scorsese.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese, The Departed, 2006.
2006. Yeah.
It wins Best Director for him, not Best Picture, or did it win Best Picture as well?
It won. It did win Best Picture.
Okay, so yeah, this is a good ass fucking movie, and anybody who tells you different because they're little pussies or should die. And
It,
that's my
it won
opinion.
four. It won 4 out of 5 Oscars.
Nice. That's a good little
Nice. It won
that's
Best Picture, Best Directing, Best Writing, Adapted Screenplay, and Best Achievement in Film Editing.
the editing is weird in this movie, but there's bad editing in the movie and there's really good editing as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Who
It's
edited it? Did it say who's the editor is? If it's his usual one, I forget her name. Schumacher. Did she
yeah,
edit
Thelma
it?
Schumacher. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's a good editor, but this movie is weirdly edited. It's good and it's bad at the same time, and that's fine.
yeah.
I don't want to talk
Mark
this movie.
Wahlberg was up for supporting actor.
Deserved it.
Yeah,
I fucking love him in the movie. He's so Boston and such a cocksucker. It's so funny. I love it. Martin Sheen's great in this movie.
yeah.
He's really good in this movie.
He's great.
Did he get nominated? Because I think he should have.
He didn't.
That's criminal. He's better than Wahlberg in this movie. That's criminal. That is criminal. Okay,
I
that is
think
absolutely criminal.
honestly, you could have picked any actor in this movie to be nominated.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. I think so too. But like,
Of like the big actors, I mean, like
no, I know. Even like Alec Baldwin could have been nominated. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
I think Martin Sheen definitely. I think his character in this movie and his performance together, I think it deserved the nomination. In my opinion, I think it deserved the nomination more than Wahlberg's character. Wahlberg's character really didn't have much weight.
He's not really in it a whole lot. To get a best supporting actor nod,
his performance is really it's just kind of an over the top like sidekick.
Yeah,
that's really what he is, and I don't want to downplay it because it's really good and entertaining. It's really good.
Yeah,
but Martin Sheen's character, like his performance, his character, like as a whole, is like really like one of the most has the most weight in the movie. I think out of all the side characters, maybe next to Vera Farmiga, her character. Yeah. Martin Sheen is the father role for Matt Damon or Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Not Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson is that kind. He's like there's like the devil father and the angel father for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right. So that's what Jack Nicholson is to Matt Damon in the movie, right?
As well, yeah.
Yeah.
He's DiCaprio's and Damon's kind of devil father thing. Yeah. Damon's real father doesn't have one. Same with DiCaprio. Well, has one, but he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Damon has a father, but he's not in the movie. He's dead, probably as well, right? He's dead. He's gone.
I think so.
I don't know.
But, probably, most likely.
But the thing about DiCaprio is he does have a father figure in the movie, an actual one, and it is Martin Sheen.
Mm-hmm.
Is he just using him for whatever? Maybe, but he comes over to his house, offers him dinner, right? Tells him about his son. You know what I mean? Like, hey, have some food. Come on, eat. Come on, have some supper.
Such a fucking nice grandfather. Yeah, like he's just such a
like he's a genuinely nice guy in this movie.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they're all kind of pricks in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the best part about the movie is that they're all kind of douchebags and there's not really an actual protagonist in this movie.
Yeah.
I have a theory though I want to get to because I don't want to overanalyze this movie because what's been said about it that hasn't been said, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest here. The acting is incredible. Cinematography.
You know what I want to say though?
The rat analogy with the Boston thing place. I mean, it's just fucking.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. No, the one thing I didn't like was the fucking Dropkick Murphys. That fucking stupid song's got to play like 16 times in the fucking movie.
Oh, I was it's fire though. It fires me up.
I like the beginning. Give Me Shelter with the Rolling Stones.
Every Rolling Stone song's in this movie. Every single one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Rolling Stones in this movie. He fucking loves the Stones.
He loves the Rolling Stones. Bro, they're in every Scorsese movie ever.
Yeah. It's good, though.
Yeah. It's great. Also...
And Sympathy for the Devil, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, it is in this movie. Yeah, it is. It is in this movie. It's in this movie. Sympathy for the Devil, which is a good title for I would say most of the characters in this movie. There you sympathize with shit people in this movie.
Yeah. Oh, for
Vera
sure.
Farmiga, sympathize with her. Damon, not as much. It's really funny because you don't. I don't really. I don't really like. I'm not really feeling bad for him ever in this movie.
Yeah, it's he I love like towards the end when fucking
The dog.
Billy like no like Billy
Oh
like DiCaprio's character when he goes back to the station and he's talking to when he's talking to Colin like in there and he's fucking he's like oh I like he and Matt Damon's like so full of shit in that scene too like he's just
yeah,
like oh I can't get into the computer if I don't have your password like he's being such a fucking shitbox.
yeah.
It's so
It's funny
funny.
because DiCaprio. Well, Damon is he's the cop,
Yeah.
so you think he's the good guy,
Hmm.
but he's really not. Like it really is DiCaprio.
Yeah.
He has the best intentions. He's not getting into the force to help. I mean, is Damon not becoming a cop because he wants to help his fucking fake dad? Isn't that not his fucking goal here? Is to help him out? Isn't that like the reason why he goes to become a cop so he can be a fucking informant?
Right.
That's what I thought it was.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm just stupid, but DiCaprio wants to prove himself.
Yeah.
He's trying to, you know what I mean? He wants to be
I
someone that he wants to be the opposite of what his family was.
yeah. I think one issue that I had probably the only issue really that I have with this movie other than the music is um they kind of like with Costello and his crew they kind of bring in Billy and it's kind of like it's kind of quick like how fast they trust him.
Yeah, how is he not the rat? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's so obvious that like maybe because like we've seen it a couple times, but like the one part where when they kill Queenan, Martin Sheen's character, when he
Great.
gets thrown off the roof,
I love that scene, but I hate it because I didn't want to see him die.
and yeah, me too. But
I didn't want to see him die.
that fucking skinny guy, the one that gets shot, with the one that he dies on the couch, when he says to Billy, he's like, "I gave you the wrong address, you still showed up at the same one." And
Yeah.
you know, like he figured it out that he
Well,
that was
there
him.
was shots being fired, so I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it was the same fucking street. Like it wasn't like he's
yeah,
like, I sent you to fucking there across the city, and then you came to the right one. And it was you.
yeah,
It was you. Like no, you sent me down the street, dog.
yeah,
You sent him down the street. I know what you're saying. That was the same thing too. Where I'm like, how did nobody not know that? Like, how the fuck are you even here? But I
yeah.
mean, he was the only person who probably would have known that. Like, realized that he gave him the wrong address. But
Hmm.
still, um, he he was down the street. There's shots being fired.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, there's a bunch of how do you not know that's the place when you're going down there? Oh, there's all the cars in the abandoned building.
yeah.
That's my location. No,
You kind of
like
put the pieces together, I guess.
yeah, it would that even what you're saying. It's kind of funny because it's kind of like, yeah, that is kind of like how did they not know that he's the fucking rat? But also, kind of a shit way to
But
tell
there's
the,
like a
you know what I mean?
yeah, but there's like a couple of times in the movie where like Billy, like DiCaprio's just like, "Oh, I'm going home or whatever," like, and he just leaves like suddenly. It's
Well,
like, okay,
Nicholson tells him like, how come you left?
hmm
And he's like, whatever. He gives his fucking reason, and it's like, okay, like he basically just
yeah,
like he convinces him.
yeah. That's the most frustrating part is because like it's that dramatic irony, right? It's that we know what's going on and the characters don't, so it's like,
Yeah, well, that it helps intent. I mean, I'm see. This is why I think Spotlight's better and than the Departed. It's this is why it's the Departed isn't as tightly knit as Spotlight is, and Spotlight is a real movie, but in the Departed is based off Infernal Affairs.
yeah,
It's apparently they're pretty different overall, but
I would
at the same
imagine,
time, it's like, yeah, how do they not know he's the fucking rat? Like it's so obvious. I feel like, and they're like, it was Tommy, and it's like, was it fucking Tommy? Like Tommy
yeah.
was pretty fucking loyal, if you ask me.
Hmm.
They just call him the rat because like whatever reason.
Well, because they found out that he was a cop when they
Oh,
found his body.
oh,
Remember?
Tommy?
Because then that
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because remember, because then Jack Nicholson has that scene where he fucking tells the one guy, "When I tell you to bury the body in the marsh," and he's like,
You,
and he
you can
gets
do
all
you can do
fucking
you can
pissed
do a better
out.
impression than I can do of Jack Nicholson. That was pretty good.
I just did that on the spot.
I got
Um,
this 9 heaving
don't laugh.
fucking
This isn't
rat.
reality TV. That's one of the best lines of the whole movie.
I can watch this movie with just that, like just the Jack Nicholson parts.
Bro, Jack Nicholson in this movie, he's fucking. I'm convinced Jack Nicholson in real life, unhinged. He's out of his
100%.
He's out of his fucking mind.
I'm gonna pull up the picture during the podcast of him at the Lakers game with the fucking food,
Yeah.
eating the burger. Madman,
Oh,
madman.
you know what? You know what kind of sucks
I
though.
got this 9 heaving fucking rat. And it brings up questions in my head.
He's so over the top, but it's so good.
He's basically the Joker in this movie. He's like the Boston Joker.
Yeah, essentially.
Is he not Italian? Like he's not seems Costello.
Yeah.
I'm like, is he not a fucking? I thought he was Italian. He is Italian in real life, part Italian, but
Yeah.
um, he's Irish, but he has an Italian last name.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's Irish Italian. I don't know, but
this movie was like the last like big movie that he did, other than like the fucking Bucket List with
yeah,
Morgan Freeman. But
got a nice check there.
yeah, 100%.
I wonder if he's got to be
Like one I feel like a movie where he kind of thrives in it, like a movie that when you think of him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like when I think of The Departed, that's the
Right.
first thing that pops into my head is him, right?
yeah.
Um,
No reason to cry over spilled guineas.
yeah.
Fucking hilarious. I
Oh,
quote that.
The amount of times I laughed in this movie, it's shit
Yeah.
he says. It's fucking hilarious.
I've quoted that I got this gnawing heaving rat line like fucking 1,000 times. I got this 9 heaving fucking rat. It brings up questions. I love it.
Man.
And he's drawing the rat thing, like the rat's infesting the, what's it called? The Boston, is it the City Hall townhouse, whatever it is? I forget what it's called. But,
yeah, that's
the gold, the gold place.
dome. Yeah.
He's drawing that with the rats crawling and infesting it and stuff like that. I mean, there's some pretty good church analogies here. Some the good rat, like the rat analogy. It's there's some good stuff in the movie like that. It's a really fucking sick movie, and it really is. It's driven home by the acting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's like a better version of Black Mass, almost, where it's like the story itself is good, especially the ending is pretty sick,
Mm-hmm.
which I have a theory about that. But the acting is really what gets it going.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to quote some more Jack Nicholson lines in this movie, real quick, before we get into the theories. I'll talk about the theory while I'm looking up the quotes. But I think my theory is
he's so good.
Alec Baldwin sends Wahlberg on sick leave, or not sick leave. You take 2 weeks off with pay.
Yeah, leave of absence or whatever they say.
Do you think that Alec Baldwin knew that Damon was the rat, and he knew that, and he sent Mark Wahlberg on those 2 weeks so that Mark Wahlberg can come back at whatever point in time and finish him off?
See, my theory was that Mark Wahlberg was also a rat and that he was cleaning up the mess, basically.
What do you mean?
Because when he shows up at the end to kill Damon, spoiler alert. Yeah, my theory was that he was working with Frank too.
But why would he be working with Frank?
Because he's an asshole.
To clean up the mess. You mean like to clean up like the... Yeah, but then...
Loose ends, you know?
How is Damon... Damon's not really a loose end, though, is he?
Well, yeah, he was the only one.
Everyone's dead. Like, it's like...
Except him.
Including Costello, though.
Yeah.
So what what do you like? What's the like? What is the loose end?
No,
Really?
because I think Wahlberg would have known about Damon,
Right.
and that's
I
why he went to kill him.
yeah, but he wouldn't have done it for Frank though. He would have done it for avenging what is it? Not Dignam. Mark Wahlberg Dignam. Who's the fucking for Martin Sheen and the police and Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he would
yeah,
have done it for the department,
yeah, yeah,
not for Costello.
yeah. No, but I think he knew the whole time that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Alec Baldwin sends him on a leave of absence, so he's not around when these murder happens. Technically, he's on a leave
Oh,
of
so you think,
absence.
yeah, so you think he was in on it too? That
I think
Baldwin was in
Baldwin
on it
knows.
too.
There's because the conversation with Baldwin and Damon where he's trying to basically it's I had the impression before because I forgot that Wahlberg kills him at the end. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I get the impression that Baldwin is sniffing out the rat and he's talking to Damon, thinking he's the rat, and I think he knows he's the rat, and he sends and they have their argument. He goes on a leave of absence and he kills Damon, and I think that he sent him on that leave of absence or wanted or maybe Wahlberg wanted the leave of absence and he tried and he got it on purpose, or like he argued you know what I mean, like he pushed the situation so he could
Yeah.
get the argument and then get the absence.
Right.
So that he's not around when he kills Damon, so he can't be like caught with the murder.
I like how open ended it is in that sense.
Yeah,
Is that you don't really know, but I feel like the movie also kind of ends super abruptly. I feel like it's kind of sudden. You know what I mean? I feel like it just comes to
I was okay with
a
that.
halt.
It didn't.
Yeah, I was too because
yeah,
I feel like there's really no other way they could have done it without dragging it into a 3-hour film.
Exactly. It just I
So
feel like it ended at a
get
good
it.
point.
Yeah, so I feel like I get it from that point. But
So whose side was on who? Like who? So I'm trying to think who was on. Okay, so DiCaprio gets shot by Damon's friend, but then Damon's friend shoots him. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember their names, but so the white guy shoots Damon, and he shoots DiCaprio.
though the other guy shoots Anthony Anderson, the black guy.
Yeah, and then oh wait, no, sorry.
Because
then Damon shoots him.
Damon shoots him because he says he's like, oh, like because he was an undercover cop too, I guess, and he's like, oh, like we're in this together or whatever, and then Damon's like, yeah, fucking right. He pops him in the head.
Mm-hmm.
But so Leo was like a constant. Like Billy was always working for the police department.
Yeah.
And so like he was constantly like a good guy, I guess.
He was technically the good guy. He's just not he's not a great person.
Yeah, he's kind of a shithole, but
he's a home wrecker.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, I don't think he's the reason why Vera Farmiga leaves Damon. Might have been because he's a fucking shithead and he was lying to her the whole time. I guess it's for her protection.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like he was on the good side. He's helping out fucking Costello. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro,
Frank
Matt Damon plays full of shit Matt Damon so well.
Yeah, it's a good performance.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like in this whole movie, 90% of this movie he's full of shit.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
It's pretty good. Who let this IRA motherfucker in my bar? Only the man looks startled. Only kidding. How's your mother?
Wait, no, then he goes, oh, she's on her way out. And he goes, yeah, we all are.
Act accordingly.
He's so good.
I love it.
Oh, man.
Let me see. Don't laugh. This ain't reality TV. Fucking Fitzy, man.
So good.
It is. I love it. I fucking love it,
Unreal.
Man.
He's probably, when I tell you he's one of the greatest actors of all time.
Oh, 100%. He's top 5.
Easily.
In my opinion.
Yeah, easily.
I want another fucking Costello line, man. Come on. I gotta keep fucking scrolling for this. I don't want any Queenan lines. I want Costello. There we go. I got this rat, this 9 cheese-eating fucking rat, and it brings up questions. I fucking love it. I love it, man. I fucking love it.
He's one of those
Do you know
guys
John
too.
Lennon?
Like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure DiCaprio did that on purpose.
Yeah.
He didn't want to seem smart because he quotes the English dude in the police station
Yeah.
that nobody fucking knows,
Mm.
and then he doesn't know who fucking John Lennon is. Like that was he
I think
wanted
he
to
was
seem like he
probably
was
just
an
being
idiot.
he was
Yeah,
probably just being a smart ass.
I fucking love it. Choir practice, great shit, man. That whole like John Lennon the quote analogy thing was pretty good. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
You got something you want to ask me? I'm done. Anyways, okay, we're done with that. Okay, so I watched some movies. Are we gonna score it?
Score it. Yeah, score it.
9-3, 9-4.
Yeah, it's a 9.5 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
like it a lot.
Our
One of my favorites.
our ratings are just so fucking all over the place.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Anyways,
Yeah. Yeah,
anyways,
it's definitely it's one of my favorites.
I love The Departed. I could watch it over and over again. I really could.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
So I watched some movies, Mike, this weekend and this week. I watched in preparation for the King Kong versus Godzilla movie. I watched Godzilla 2014 and Godzilla King of the Monsters. I'm gonna run through real quickly. Godzilla is a good movie. Okay, it's good.
Yeah,
It's better than Black Mass in my opinion.
It's fine. Yeah.
Bryan Cranston is fucking sick in the movie. I'm mad that he died because I want to see Bryan.
Too bad he's only in it for 5 seconds.
Piss me off. Anyways,
and we got to deal with Aaron Taylor Johnson the whole time.
The best part of the best part of the movie, in my opinion, of Godzilla, or I think is an underrated part, is the family stuff, is the human side. People didn't like it apparently. Fuck them. I don't care. I liked it. It was the best part of, in my opinion, Godzilla. Not the best part, but I liked how it meshed with the actual Godzilla part, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just see Transformers, but with kaiju monsters.
Yeah. See, the thing was, people were pissed because they're like, oh, like, you barely see Godzilla until, like, literally the end. And it's like, yeah, but I like that.
He's in it. That's actually a fucking lie. He was in it. He came there in the hour mark. It's a 2.5-hour movie almost. He's there for a good amount of fucking time.
Yeah, but, like, I like not seeing them as much because when, like, and then you get to Godzilla King of the Monsters and he's in it for fucking every scene for a whole 2.5-hour movie. And it's like, okay, but, like,
it's not as good in my opinion.
Yeah, there's no like I feel like it loses its scale a little bit in a sense because when you keep seeing the same fucking thing over and over and over again,
it becomes a Transformers movie is what it becomes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the
Transformers movie with a giant lizard.
Yes,
is what it is.
The thing about Godzilla though, I don't want to be that guy, but the Godzilla originally, I'm not like a kaiju freak, but I like Godzilla a little bit. I've never even seen the old ones, but I've heard a lot about them, and I'm really interested in them. Anyways, Godzilla originally was created out of the fear post Hiroshima, nuclear fallout. What was the fear? What was the reaction? In a fiction world, they create Godzilla, who's basically a product of Hiroshima, of the nuclear reaction and radiation from Hiroshima. Godzilla becomes a monster, and all the kaiju monsters, Mothra and Rodan and the Motus, or Motos, or the fuck they were, Mutos. That's a whole thing, right? It's this fucking extravagant lizard monster version of the fear that Japanese people carried with them post Hiroshima. Like it was a very serious thing, kind of. It had this very serious, interesting tone to it.
Yeah.
Godzilla King of the Monsters and the other Godzilla movie, forget that. That's fine. And they Americanized it. We created Godzilla. Americans created Godzilla. Okay? As a typical American, typical Yankee fashion. And in Godzilla King of the Monsters, it's Transformers, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's constant.
It's slightly better Transformers with kaiju monsters. That's what it is. And it's fun action. Don't get me wrong. It is.
Yeah,
it's definitely sick action.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to watch, but it's like it's the same. Like the movie, first of all, Godzilla King of the Monsters is stupidly long. It does not need to be that long.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
But they're also like, here's four fucking monsters that he has to fight in this movie, and he gets like fucking one fight with each. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah,
frustrating.
it's not that shit in my opinion. Like I don't think it's shit.
It's
I
not
think
horrible.
I think it does its job.
Yeah.
When I say it's Transformers with kaiju monsters, it takes the best parts of that, really, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But it just gets rid of the parts that I liked about Godzilla, which is like this kind of, he was this ominous, fucking, like he was good but he was bad, and he
Mhm.
was just this figure that we couldn't really figure out. But in Godzilla, he's a he's a he's a like this war machine
Yeah.
is what he is, and like uh um what's his name, the Asian actor who's in everything, Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe, yeah.
He's a fucking stud, man. What a great actor.
He's great.
What
What's
a
he?
great
He's in
actor.
what, Inception? I think
Inception.
I saw him
Yeah,
in. Yeah, he's good in
he's in
Inception.
Inception. He's in The Last Samurai.
Yeah,
He's great. He's a great actor, man. I fucking love Ken
he's a good
Watanabe.
actor. Yeah.
Anyways, Vera Farmiga's she's good in the movie, but her character sucks.
Yeah.
Her character is I think she's worse than what's his face character. Forget his name. Her husband.
Kyle Chandler's character.
Yeah, fuck Kyle Chandler. She's
He looks like such a douchebag, bro.
He really
He just
does.
looks like such a fucking shit bump.
He looks like a Hollywood made him. It was like in the Hollywood factory, just put him
You know
out.
what's funny? He's in the Peter Jackson King Kong, and he plays like an actor in the movie that they're shooting for King Kong. Like, you know, they
wow.
go to and you
Yeah.
saw that one, right? 2008.
Yeah, Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
Because they go to this island to shoot a movie, and he's the actor that's in the movie
Yeah,
with fucking what's her name? I forget.
that's right. Yeah,
And he's a fucking
I
prick
haven't
in that
I haven't seen
movie.
that in so long, man. Wow.
Me neither, because it's way too long to rewatch. But it's like 3 hours long.
Yeah, fuck that movie.
Yeah, I don't want to watch a 3 hour fucking King Kong movie again. No thanks.
No thanks.
I'll just deal with Skull Island, you know?
I wasn't really a fan of Skull Island, to be honest.
I think Skull Island, of the three that are out, I think Skull Island's the best one.
I think Godzilla's the best one. We should fight.
Yeah.
Mike versus Mike boxing match for charity. But no, it's actually a good. I like Godzilla. King Kong Skull Island it's an okay movie. It's better than King of the Monsters.
It's a good setup.
Like it's not like it's miles worse than Godzilla 2014.
No.
But it's good. It's like
those movies are all on the
solid.
same. Yeah, they're all on the same kind of playing field. It's like they're
King
not.
of the Monsters though is just. I mean, it's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like all the fighting in it.
Yeah.
For the most part, I mean.
But I think that's the goal, right? Like, obviously, you're not
Yeah.
going to see a killer story and great acting. You're just going to see these giant fucking things fight each other, right?
But I mean, Godzilla originally, like, I mean, it was spectacle, but like, if you watch Shin Godzilla, what's it called? Shin Godzilla that came out 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Japanese movie. It's not like a fucking CGI fuckfest. It's not. It's this like really creative, innovative, I guess, version of Godzilla where like you watch. There's no main character. There's no protagonist.
Mhm.
You just watch all these governments dealing with Godzilla, like if it was like a real world thing, and how fucked it is. And I haven't seen it, but apparently it's really fucking sick. So I'm gonna watch that for sure. But hopefully there's fucking subtitles. But King of the Monsters is just. It's this again. It's a better version of Transformers with kaiju monsters. Is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing real else to say about it.
You know what it is? It's all these three movies are all set up. It's all building to Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
And even in like Skull Island, bro, they put a fucking post-credit scene in there. What are they, Marvel? Like,
Well,
can we relax with the post-credit scenes?
What are they? Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, like don't do them. You know, like unless you're Marvel or DC, don't do them because nobody stays.
Nobody stays.
And then people find out after, oh, there was a post-credit scene. Well, yeah, you wouldn't think there would be in fucking King Kong, but you know.
Yeah, it's true. But I'm excited to see King Kong versus Godzilla. I'm excited to see it.
I am too.
I'm fucking hyped.
I want to see these fucking two things beat the shit out of each other. You know.
I would love to see it in theaters. That
Oh,
would
that'd
be
be nice.
nice. Fuck you, Doug Ford. You liberal shill. You know what you are. You're not a conservative. You're not a conservative. You're a fucking shill. Anyways,
Fuck.
um, I watched it. You know what, Mike? I think you should watch The Little Things, and I think we'll talk about it together eventually. But I'm gonna give my thoughts real quick. It's okay. It's okay.
That's a great in-depth analysis.
It's mediocre. That's what it is. Denzel Washington. Wow, you're still great, buddy. Jared Leto.
Yeah.
You're still Jared Leto. Rami Malek. People don't like Rami Malek in this movie, but I do. I think he's great. He is annoying, and he's just like this all the time, and he's. Can I get a venti? Can I get a venti iced americano, please? Light ice, light ice, light ice.
He's one of those actors, bro. Like he's in like one or two good things, and now he's gonna be in every movie ever. Like you know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah,
he has an Oscar-winning performance, and then he's just gonna get overused constantly for the next 20 years.
Bond villain.
Yeah. See, like that.
Yeah, that.
Like I get it. He looks like one, and he's probably gonna play it decent.
Yeah.
But
can't wait to see that fucking.
You know what? Jared Leto would be a good Bond villain, I think. Like off the wall kind of choice, but I feel like he would play it pretty well.
I mean, no shit. He's just a good. Listen, I said it before. Jared Leto can be a good Joker. He can be a great villain.
Yeah,
but he just chooses not to be sometimes.
I bet you any money, Jared Leto in the upcoming 4-hour-long Justice League, in the 2 minutes that he's going to be in it, it'll be way better than anything he's done in Suicide Squad. I bet my life on it.
Well, it's because him and fucking David Ayer were like, let's make him a gangster. Like, let's make him tattooed and with a grill. And I'm like, hot topic. Made him what?
Yeah.
Made him what, Mike?
No, I don't want to see it.
Made him what, Mike?
I want to get canceled.
What did they make him, Mike? I'm interested. Mike, what did they make him?
No, they made him fucking... No,
what did they make... Mike, what did they make him?
No, I'm not going to say it.
I'm interested, though. What did they make him, Mike?
They made him a fucking loser is what they made him. He's a fucking loser.
Oh, yeah?
He's a fucking...
Is that what they made him, Mike? What did they really make him?
He fucking stinks.
I was in grade 7 when the Squad came out. The Squad, the Suicidal Squad. Okay, I was in grade.
That movie makes me fucking suicidal. Anyways, continue. Continue. Continue.
I don't want to. Jared Leto. I was a big fan of his Joker in grade 7 and was going to grade 8. Mm-hmm. I remember watching it in theaters and going, why wasn't he in it a lot? And I was unsettled by that. And then I actually liked the movie when I first saw it. I was like, well, this is really fun. And then I rewatched it in a very shitty quality version. I pirated it legally. I watched it again.
Nice. At least you admit it.
Hey, man.
It is what it is,
hey, man, fucking arrest me, officer. I want my lawyer. Anyways. I rewatched it and I thought, holy shit, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck this movie.
Yeah.
Right up the ass. It sucks.
You know what's funny?
I was going into grade 8 and I was like, this editing is bad. This CGI is bad. There's nothing good, but what did I like about it? El Diablo and Harley Quinn. That's it. And Will Smith is good. Like, that's about it.
Yeah. And you know what's funny?
The soundtrack?
See, as much as I love those songs normally, don't fucking ever do that in a movie, okay? You're not Martin Scorsese. Stop making a greatest hits fucking soundtrack for your fucking movie. Because it's distracting as shit.
Yeah.
It takes you right out of the movie.
They wanted Guardians of the Galaxy is what they wanted. They wanted Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but Guardians works because they're not all like massive songs. Like, you know what I mean?
There's a reason why they took James Gunn as a director of Suicide Squad. There's a reason why they want their Guardians of the Galaxy. They want the edgy.
That's gonna be R-rated, by the way. The Suicide Squad.
Fuck yeah. They want this edgy team up movie with like pop culture references. Like they
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah.
And then they thought Suicide Squad was the way to do it. They're
Yeah.
like, Guardians of the Galaxy had 4 characters. Was it 4? Drax, Gamora, Groot, Rocket, and 5.
5. Yeah.
Suicidal Squad has fucking 20,000 of them in the fucking squad.
Yeah.
It's a militia. It's a choir, is what it is. It's a choir.
Yeah.
It's band practice.
You know what? Okay. You know what I want to say too.
Not a squad. It's
No,
a football
it's not a
team.
squad.
It's a
Yeah.
football team,
Yeah,
including
exactly.
including the fucking the practice squad guys. What are they called? The walk-ons.
Yeah. The fucking third stringers. The fucking
Yeah.
the minor guys. You
The
know.
reserves.
Yeah. Yeah.
The injury call-ups.
The fucking the taxi squad, as they're calling it now in the NHL. Those are the little fucking
The farm team is what they are.
yeah, the farm team. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want to say
They're
too.
the ice dogs.
I was I was talking about this with my buddies the other night because
That's
we were
nice.
talking about Jared Leto, and I was like, bro, people gotta fucking relax with the criticism, okay? Because A, wasn't his fault. B, he's an Academy Award winning actor, bro.
I mean,
He's
it
a
was his
fucking
fault.
he's a fucking good actor. Well, not really.
I defend that Joker. It was his fault. I mean, not really.
Not really.
He wanted to do this. He wanted to do it like that. He liked this, but it wasn't his fault the way it turned out like that. But
Yeah.
it was his fault that the character is fucking weird and the honka honka, like that's his fault.
Yeah, okay, but
Yeah, that's literally one of his lines in the movie. Is
okay, but you know what? I want to revisit this.
Mike, shut up for a second.
No, listen to me. No, listen to me. I want to revisit this
End quote.
after Justice League comes out, because if he's a different kind of character in Justice League, that's the one I'm gonna go for, and not Suicide Squad. So we'll revisit this. But also, I'm defending him because he's a fucking great actor when he wants to be.
Honka honka,
Yes.
honka honka.
Yes.
Honka
Which is also a title of one of our podcast episodes. If you guys want to go back and check that out,
It is
where
honka honka.
we rip Suicide Squad to shreds.
As it deserves.
Yeah,
As it deserves, Mike. And guess
I
what?
agree. I agree.
Guess what? His Joker, man, it had potential. He's a fucked up guy. And you know what? He plays a better Joker in the little things than he does actually in Suicide Squad. He does. Honestly, I'm being serious. There's an interrogation scene where like he literally, if you just make his hair green, I'm like, that's the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Joker.
See,
He's just fucking with the cops in the movie. Like it's literally like the Joker.
I want to ask you this,
I don't care.
just as a side note. Yeah,
Sure.
well, fuck yourself, okay? Listen to me. If
I've been listening for an hour now.
the Joker movie was Jared Leto instead of Joaquin Phoenix, A, would he have won an Oscar for it? B, would it have turned out decent? Because I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't think it would have.
Well, if he didn't wear fucking tattoos and a grill,
Yeah,
I think he would have had a chance.
yeah.
I mean,
like performance-wise, I feel like he could have been up there, but
yeah, I mean, he could do it. I
Yeah.
don't think I have no reason to say that Jared Leto cannot do an Oscar-winning Joker performance. I think he can. He won an Oscar. He can do it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
he
why
won an
not?
Oscar for anything if he fucking tried to.
If he wasn't just a fucking weirdo. 30
Like-
Seconds to Mars.
But like, he's a great singer, by the way.
I know
like-
he's a pretty good singer.
But like, do good movies. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're a good actor. Be in good movies.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't do fucking dog shit projects or movies where you have no lines.
Well,
Like,
he
you know what I
had
mean?
lines. Like he had lines. Suicide Squad. They just cut him out.
Well, they cut him. Yeah, I get it. But
But then they showed a couple extra scenes in the Blu-ray, and like they were fucking
yeah,
garbage.
the extended cut, it's only like fucking 10 minutes longer.
Yeah, it's garbage what they showed, and the extended cut of his, like that scene with Harley and the scene on the bridge with the motorcycle.
I like that scene.
Harley's worse than him in that scene. Her character wise,
Mhm.
Joker's more Joker than Harley is Harley in that scene. I think maybe I'm actually kind of wrong with that, but the scene is kind of weird, but it's not bad actually. Now that I remember it, now that I'm actually coming back to me, it's actually pretty good, that scene. But there's another one where I feel like it was shit. I forget. I don't know, but
Um,
I wanted to see more Ben Affleck in that Joker, like before Suicide Squad, before he like, was like completely tatted up and stuff like that, and had his eyebrows.
maybe we'll see it. Justice
Um,
League.
maybe it's a flashback. That'd be interesting if it's a flashback and he's in jail. I
Yeah,
think, right?
people think it's part of like
An Arkham
remember how
thing.
yeah, like remember how they had like the nightmare sequence in Batman vs
Yeah.
Superman? They think it's like connected to that,
Hmm.
that it's like some big sequence, but
They do want to make an Injustice League though. That's part of isn't that part of Snyder's vision that he wanted the Injustice League?
unless they show him getting caught and thrown in jail, I don't know, but
I mean, it wouldn't. I mean, you don't have to. I don't. I wouldn't really care if he's just in Arkham. Like, I don't really need to see why he's in Arkham. He's the fucking Joker.
yeah.
I mean, he should be.
I would like to see a scene with him and Ben
He
Affleck.
should be hung for his crimes. Like, I mean, him being in Arkham is not really my concern of why he's there. So, I mean, I would like to see their interrogation scene. That would be sick. You
Yeah.
know, kind of harken back on some Heath Ledger and Christian Bale tension. Great scene. That's a great fucking scene, Mikey. And if the Jared Leto Ben Affleck version would be interesting.
Yeah, it would
Not
be.
as not as good. Could be an absolute fucking joke for all you know.
Hey,
But
you know what though? It's got potential. It could be up there.
I'm gonna pull up his picture that they released the promo picture I mean, Zack Snyder is great at this promo shit for this fucking for this
He's
Justice League.
he's good. He's good at dropping these little nuggets,
These little
little teases, you know.
yeah. Let me find it.
Bro,
Metallica.
I love when I see Ray Fisher post something. I'm just like, shut up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so annoyed with it now.
This is the little things. Listen, that's that bad clip I showed there. Fine, it doesn't really help, but that scene is like, if that was Ben Affleck instead of Denzel Washington, as Batman, I mean, great scene.
Yeah. Especially with like, yeah. See, that's the picture right
Is
there.
that Joaquin Phoenix there? Like, it looks like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looks exactly like him, but it looks like he's got scars. Like, see, look at his mouth.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't look like he's wearing fucking lipstick, you know. But who knows? He's a great actor. I'm defending him. Hopefully, he gets better in Justice League, and then we'll never see him again. So,
Well, I don't know. They're saying multiverse. That's what they're saying, man. They're saying multiverse. I mean, I listen. If they gave Jared Leto a role after Justice League, if his Joker is good, I would have no problem with that. Guess
me
what?
neither.
I guess what? I don't care what anybody fucking says.
I hope that
want
happens.
I said this before on the podcast. As much Batman as we get, the more Batman we get, the more Joker we get, the more I'm satisfied. The more takes in these characters that we get,
Yeah.
I like. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what any defensive argument against is that. I don't care. I like seeing it. I'm a fucking slut for Batman and Joker stuff. I really am. As long as it's good, I like seeing takes. I just do.
Yeah. Good or bad, honestly. Like, it's fun to like look at different interpretations and
it really
like,
is
different versions of these characters. Like, especially Batman. Not all of them have been good, but it's fun to talk shit. You know, the ones that are bad.
It really is.
You know.
I also watched X-Men Dark Phoenix. Speaking of that, fucking WandaVision. Actually, let's go to WandaVision first.
Yeah, let's talk WandaVision. Episode 5.
Let's just do this. Okay, so things happen in the episode. Cool 80s stuff. Did you enjoy it? The 80s part of it?
Yeah, I'm see, I'm not going crazy hard on it because it's not real. They're not trying to make
It's supposed to kind of suck.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's supposed to be a cheesy kind of like whatever. So that's why I'm not really being too hard on like the sitcom aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if they were trying to do that and like there was no other context to the story,
yeah,
I'd be pissed because it would suck.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not, and we know what's going on now, so it's like,
mm-hmm.
you're watching it with that in the back of your head.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not really being too hard on it. It looks great, like the sets and like all that shit it looks good, but
Yeah.
um,
Okay,
costume wise, it's pretty accurate.
Mike, I'm gonna ask you this. Okay.
Okay.
Did you enjoy it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Move on to the ending.
Skip.
In my opinion, like this whole show, I'm like, okay, yep, okay, that's what is Sword doing? Oh, Wanda came out and okay, yeah, hold on. Wanda comes out of her
Comes
world
out, yeah, she comes out of the reality just for
and
people who are confused.
she's 2015 Wanda. What?
She's like, yeah, she's like wearing that same costume
And
from
the accent's back.
yeah. See, I
Why?
I see character wise, I like that choice. I was never a fan of the accent,
Uh-huh. Neither
but
am I. I hate the accent.
character wise, it makes perfect sense
Why?
because she never really lost it. Like she still always kind of like towards like Avengers Infinity War Endgame, like she still had it a little bit, but it was
Mm-hmm.
fading. So I kind of like that she went back to it now because of all this shit that's happening. I like that they showed her going back for Vision's body too. That security cam footage, they show her stealing his fucking dead robot body, which is fucked, by the way.
Yeah, but
Crazy dark
I
for
don't.
Marvel shit.
Is it though? It's just I feel like they could have done a better. I would have rather seen an episode where they actually show that, like not
They
like
might still.
I mean, I hope they do. I that would have been so interesting to see her actually go through the process of going, I'm getting Vision back. Like, do you know what I mean? Instead of just walking, security cam takes the robot body, and then like you don't even really see her take it. You just
I
see like
I would
the
imagine,
camera shuts off, and then like he's like, you know what I mean?
yeah, like I would imagine at some point in the show they'll show us how this whole thing started, like how she created this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
honestly, even if they don't, I'm okay with it.
I hope they do. I mean,
Like I hope so too. It'd be cool to see.
as
Like,
long as the alternative to that is better, I mean, I'm gonna be okay with it. Like as long as it's good, I'll
yeah,
be fine. But if it's like a shit, if it just gets like shitty, I'm gonna be like, show the good part. You know what I mean? Like show the
yeah.
obviously, they show the part that's kind of ripe for
See,
a good story.
see, I can't see this being bad. I can't see this ending horribly because like it's Marvel. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
This just you're just expecting all their projects to be so good
mm-hmm,
that like because they haven't had a lot of flaws. So it's
mm-hmm.
when they have that good of a track record,
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to imagine a show
they
like this.
they got hits. Yeah,
Yeah, like especially with the scale and the repercussions this show is supposedly going to have.
it's having what it's
Yeah,
having. Yeah.
it's going to be kind of hard to fuck that up.
So we get to the ending of the show of the
Yes,
episode.
surprise.
So I thought it was Aaron Taylor Johnson,
So did I. Which I
and
would have been fine with because I heard a rumor that he was in the show like a long time ago. But
I would have if that was the big cameo, would have been like, why is he back?
yeah,
Why? But it being Evan Peters from the X-Men universe, um, I haven't really been
great surprise.
I haven't been on YouTube or Instagram yet, so I haven't seen the internet break.
Yeah, me neither.
Um, but I mean, let's be honest, Mike. It's kind of like when the snap happened, where it's like we were expecting this, we talked about it. It was the big theory, but we didn't think it was actually going to happen. You know what I
My
mean?
my big theory was that I think I said it on this podcast that Evan Peters was going to play one of the twins because in this episode, you know how they show how rapidly the twins can age,
Oh,
like that they age themselves. But I thought he was going to play one of the twins because
mm,
there was rumors that he was in it, but obviously Marvel never confirmed anything because why would they?
right.
Because then that surprise at the end of that episode loses its
Yeah,
surprise factor, right? If you know he's going to be in it and he shows up, you're like,
Evan
okay, that
Peters.
makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like okay, it makes sense.
And I just watched Dark Phoenix, so it was interesting to see it happen, like
Hmm.
X-Men actually happen in
Yeah,
the MCU. But I thought it was good. I mean, it wasn't Luke Skywalker in my opinion, but it was
yeah. I didn't. I think that the fact that she said that was kind of odd
it was fucked.
Because a cameo of that magnitude would be somebody like Tony Stark showing up. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Or
Not
like
fucking Evan Peters,
or
but
like Cap.
yeah, like a big player in the MC, or like a Doctor Strange maybe, who I think is
Yeah.
going to be in the show at some point.
Or like imagine if it was like Charles Xavier
Yeah, so even somebody like that.
or Magneto,
I
like
I saw a theory actually that Magneto was going to show up, like Ian McKellen was going to show up
mhm.
and like be a different version of like her dad or some shit.
Yeah. I would have been down for that. Maybe it happens still. I don't know. Maybe it still happens. But Evan Peters, man. So X-Men are officially in the MCU. It's
I
happening.
mean,
Mikey, it's happening,
to an
buddy.
extent, yeah.
It's happening now. What if he's not Quicksilver? How funny would that be? I
Can you
mean,
imagine?
he is. Like he confirmed. Hey sis. Like he confirmed it. But imagine
Yeah.
he was just like fucking.
It's a good thing he said that though, because honestly, I wouldn't have known. Like
He's
I would have figured he would be, but I'm glad that he actually like explicitly said it.
imagine he wasn't though. How fucking dumb that would be if Evan Peters is not playing Quicksilver in anything besides anything.
Yeah.
Like
I was well, because she like because now Vision knows what's going on, right? So
I mean, yeah,
first of all,
he's pretty sus of Wanda.
see, I love that they explain that too, where they're like, he's an AI fucking android, so he's gonna figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
Because it was good to know that she actually like she actually revived him, like, and it's not just bullshit,
I
like that he's
hope,
actually real.
I kind of wish he wasn't real because Vision's death in Infinity War is, in my opinion, the greatest, not the greatest death scene, but besides obviously Iron Man because he's Iron Man, but just like from how actual scenes go, like how heartbreaking that was to, like he reverses it and then he fucking kills him again. Like it was pretty
Yeah.
sick, and like to undo that is kind of.
But see, what if they're making it so that it's gonna be like an even bigger loss for her now? What if in this show she loses Vision and the twins, and it really fucking makes her snap? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they go that road with it.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Yeah.
Like
maybe.
like
yeah.
to,
Okay. Yeah. That's fine then. But I mean,
okay, I love that scene where she comes out and she's saying like, basically, get the fuck out of here and stop coming back, because she said nobody's gonna take this from me again.
But like, okay. Here's the thing though. Hey man, I mean, it's what she's doing. She thinks is good, but she's not really acknowledging the fact that she's keeping thousands of people hostage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
She totally like ignores that too when the
she goes,
fucking one guy says it.
I'm not the one with guns pointed at me. It's like, well, no, but they're not the ones who have fucking thousands of people hostage in an alternate reality.
In your own little fucking. I love that scene where Vision says too, where he's like, oh, like he's like, no, like, and the credits start rolling, and he's like, we're not done. He's like, I thought that was.
Oh, they're going for House of M, aren't they?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Fuck yeah, man. Doing. Fuck yeah,
that's exactly what they're doing.
That rocks. That just hit me. Like, why did that just hit me now that they're going for House of M? They got to be going for House of M.
That was a pretty popular theory after like the first episode.
After Age of Ultron, they're like they're gonna go for House of M. Obviously, like they got to do it at some point. Like it's such a good story.
But the reason they didn't was because like the whole mutant thing in the comics, but they could just not do it like in the MCU. You know what I mean? It could just be with their heroes instead of.
Yeah. They're gonna go for it, man.
I wish they would.
I think they're gonna go for it,
bro. I thought they were gonna throw hands in that one scene where they were fucking screaming at each other.
That would have been sick.
I thought there was gonna be
Wanda and Vision fight.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be a fight there.
I want to see that.
You know what though? I was saying to my brother last time when we watched it. I'm glad they're giving us their relationship in this show, because we got none of that in the movies, and it was frustrating because it just kind of happens. It's like, oh, they are a thing now and they like each other. It's like, okay, like just right at the end of Age of Ultron and then into Civil War, and like how fast it moves.
Yeah.
But
shout out to Paul Bettany. You know what I mean? Shout out Paul Bettany.
Great actor.
Both of Paul Bettany. Yeah. And also Godzilla 2014, Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, her and Eric Taylor Johnson.
They're married at incest.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird because I saw that Godzilla after I saw Age of Ultron. So
I had no idea she was in it and that he
mhm,
was in it, to be honest, until I
yeah,
saw it. I'm like, oh, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Then I'm like,
yeah, and it's weird.
he's married to Elizabeth
I'm
Olsen in
like,
this movie.
bro, when I watch, I'm like, hey, they don't have accents, and they're not brother and sister in this
Well,
movie.
did
It's
did
weird.
Marvel cast them because they had chemistry in this movie? Because if they did, that's weird. That's weird.
Marvel goes, hey, remember when you guys played husband and wife? Yeah, we want you to play brother and sister now.
Yeah, that's when I think it actually happened. Oh, but they were
They probably would
cast.
have, yeah, they would have already been casted though, right?
Yeah. Maybe
Avengers
maybe they
Age
were
of Ultron
casted
was
in
20.
Godzilla because they were casted in the MCU before Godzilla was made.
Yeah,
Like they're like, get them in the movie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
come on, they're right. Yeah, Moxie kid, come
Well,
on.
they must have been because they were in the post-credit scene
Winter
of
Soldier. Yeah,
yeah, Winter Soldier.
yeah. They're playing with blocks and shit.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, I can't wait to see how this fucking. I'm so frustrated because I want it. Like I just want to see it right now.
Yeah,
You know?
I can wait.
I hate this fucking week to week shit, and then you gotta wait for a 20-minute episode. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of frustrating.
I can wait.
This one was longer. This was like almost 40 minutes.
Yeah. It was.
Well, there's like 10 minutes of fucking credits for whatever reason. Drives me nuts, but
Drives me insane.
it is what it is, you know.
I'm going mad. We gotta hurry this up here. I saw Dark Phoenix. Magneto's cool.
Yeah.
Eh,
fucking, you know what I can't stand?
what?
I can't stand Sophie Turner as Jean Grey. I don't think she.
Thank you for saying that.
Listen to me. I don't think she has the chops as an actress.
Totally agree.
With at least in like X-Men 3 with like fucking what's her name? She got a weird name. I forget what her name is.
I don't know her name either.
She was in fucking Taken with Liam Neeson.
Okay.
I forget what her name is. Doesn't matter. She played Jean Grey in X-Men in the original X-Men.
Yeah.
The trilogy, right. I mean. And like she's actually a decent actor in those movies, so it's okay. Just the movie sucks.
Yeah.
But Sophie Turner tries way too hard in this movie, and it shows. And she's just not good.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because for a movie that's supposed to center around her character, she doesn't have enough to carry it for me.
She wasn't as great as I hoped she was. Yeah, I mean she was fine.
I like the younger cast of X-Men, like Evan Peters, James McAvoy, and you know, like Michael Fassbender, and
he's Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender killed it in this movie.
He kills them in all of them, bro.
Yeah, he does.
Regardless of how bad those movies were, except for Days of Future Past.
I like First Class.
I like First Class too. Yeah, he's consistently good. X-Men Apocalypse kind of sucks though.
Apocalypse is it's horse shit.
Why Oscar Isaac, bro? Why Oscar Isaac? He's fucking 4 feet tall and he's supposed to play this big, powerful, mighty villain.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
No,
I don't buy it at all.
No,
and he sounds weird. I'm like, go back to fucking Star Wars, okay?
I like him in Ex Machina. He's cool.
I think I saw that movie.
You haven't seen Ex Machina? Bro, watch Ex Machina is fucking sick, bro. Watch Ex Machina. Watch it. What are you looking at me like that for? Watch the fucking movie. What do you? I don't know. What do you mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's sick, man.
I'm not a big Oscar Isaac fan, but
oh fuck you.
Like he's fine, I guess.
He's fine. Watch
actor.
Ex Machina.
Okay.
Thank you.
Stick it.
Okay. Suck me one, mate.
He's playing Moon Knight, by the way, on a Marvel.
Oh,
show.
He is?
Yeah.
When was this announced?
Like a long time ago. I didn't. I totally forgot.
I thought it was gonna.
Ethan Hawke is playing the villain.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, Oscar Isaac is Moon Knight. I remember thinking it was weird because the thought I fucking had in my brain was Apocalypse. But who knows? Maybe he's gonna be good. I don't know. It's also Marvel Studios and not fucking Fox, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's true. So Dark Phoenix is okay. Jessica Chastain's character sucked. Hated it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Hated the villains.
She's another one for an actress that's so good for the most part.
Yeah.
And like most things she's in.
Yeah.
She was fucking horrible in this movie. Her character sucks. She's
Yeah.
so just fucking
Yeah, I know.
like just meh,
Yeah,
you
she
know?
was pretty. She was pretty meh.
Like if there was a sound you can make to represent her performance, it would just be you know? Like
Yeah, or the
just
movie.
yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
Villain sucks, CGI kind of shit.
yeah. It was pretty shit. It felt very like it felt like a two-parter TV finale.
Bro, Jennifer Lawrence, Mystique just fucking straight up dies.
I was fine with that.
She's like one of the best ones.
She is, but I was fine with it. She pissed me off in the movie. You want to know why, Mike? You know why?
Well, there was shit with her behind the scenes though, right?
Say
She
the
was being
line.
a fucking
Say the line, Mike. You know what line it is
what line?
in the movie that she says to James McAvoy. Say it. You know what line it is.
I forget. I haven't seen it in a long time.
We should be called the Axe Woman because the women do all the saving around here.
Oh god. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh no. She went there.
When you say "oh no," you know it's fucking bad.
Oh no.
We should be called the Axe Woman because we do all the shaving around here. It's like,
fuck.
oh, do you now? You died, by the way.
Bro, last time I checked, you just fucking turn into other people. Sick powers. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Can you control people with your fucking brain and like move shit? I didn't think so. Can you control metals and fucking fly and wear cool helmets? No, you can't. You suck. Get out of here.
Didn't you become like President Nixon for like 5 minutes in one of the movies?
Yeah, like sick power.
Yeah, it's true.
Bro, imagine being a kid. What superpower do you want if you could have a superpower? Oh, I want to turn into other people. Yeah, you're a fucking loser.
Oh. Anyways, I mean, she had a point for like a second, but then I was like, fuck you, you know? It was like, okay, like that was so out of, I mean, I want to move on from this movie first, but I have to say, the characters make no sense. They have no consistency. Like, is McAvoy an asshole or not? Is Xavier an asshole or not? I thought he was an asshole, but then he's like not an asshole. It's like, is it an arc? Is it just bad writing? I don't know what it is.
There is no arc. There's no.
I give it a 4 out of 10. Okay, moving on.
That's generous.
Golden Globe noms.
Yeah. Okay, we'll roll through the major ones.
Yeah.
Best motion picture drama. The Father, which I haven't seen.
I want to see it, but I have it's about dementia. I mean, you know what it's about? It's from what I've heard, it's like extremely realistic to like what dementia is portrayed as. And for me, I've seen it in real life. I don't need to see it again. I might watch it just to put myself through it, just to see the movie. But like,
you know what? If it wins, I'll watch it. That's the bet I'll make.
Maybe
that's
okay.
The deal.
Okay, if it wins, I'll watch it
myself.
Okay, because I just don't want to. Because from what I heard, the story is, it's just not what I need to see right now. You know?
Yeah. So there's that. There's Mank.
I'm okay with that winning. That's my number 1 of the year so far. So.
Nomadland is up, which I heard is really good.
I'm trying to find a pirated version of it. Can't. Mad. Can't rent it either. Mad.
Promising Young Woman is up there.
Fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Trial of the Chicago 7.
Fine with that. Where's the Five Bloods though? That's what I'm saying.
Should be there.
Should be there.
Should be there.
Should be there.
Best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama. Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which I still have to watch.
I've seen one clip of her in that movie, and she should win it.
Yeah.
And it was 4 seconds long.
You know what? I'm gonna watch that movie because I want to watch it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it too.
Andra Day in the United States versus Billie Holiday. Never saw it.
Sorry, what?
Don't care.
Sorry, what was that?
The United States versus Billie Holiday.
Excuse me? Who?
Never heard of it. Never heard of her. Vanessa Kirby in Pieces of a Woman.
Okay.
Don't really care. Frances McDormand in Nomadland.
I want to see it really badly.
She's a fucking great actress, that broad, eh?
Okay, yeah, okay. What is the fucking 40s?
She can act.
That fucking broad. You should go to fucking actress, man.
And Carrie Mulligan in Promising Young Woman.
Deserves it. Yeah.
Best performance by an actor in a motion picture drama. We have Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal.
Deserves it.
Chadwick Boseman, Ma
Haven't
Rainey's
seen it.
Black Bottom.
Haven't seen it, but deserves it.
Anthony Hopkins in The Father.
Probably deserves it.
Gary Oldman in Mank.
Deserves it 100%. Probably should win, in my opinion. Just saying.
And Tahar Rahim in The Mauritanian.
All right. The Martian?
Okay, whatever. Yeah, The Martian. Matt
Wow.
Damon.
Wow.
Come back.
Yeah.
I want to mention Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy.
Borat 2. Fuck that.
Yeah, Borat is in there,
Okay.
I guess.
Not really. I mean, as musical or comedy, what came out this year?
Well,
Hamilton.
So
Hamilton?
yeah, Hamilton's gonna
Fuck
win it.
Hamilton.
I agree, but it's gonna win.
Fuck Hamilton.
See, this is what you get when nothing comes out.
Fuck
See how
Hamilton.
shit this fucking class of movies is?
Yeah.
See how bad it is? This is what happens.
Well, I mean, the drama motion picture one's pretty solid, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's good, but it could be better.
Sure.
If the fucking movies would have came out, but you know.
Fuck you,
Bro,
China.
Best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical or comedy. Maria Bakalova is in it for fucking Borat.
That is the only nomination she'll ever get, by the way.
Okay, what?
Yeah. Well, it's musical or comedy, right? I mean, I guess she
Yeah,
deserves
but
it. I guess she kind of deserves it. I guess. Not if it's that.
I don't think so at all.
It's musical or comedy, Mike. We have any other nominations, Mike?
No, there's also.
So shut up.
Anya Taylor-Joy is in Emma. She's up for that too.
Then win.
I hope she does.
Yeah.
Maria Bakalova shouldn't fucking imagine she wins for Borat. Can you fucking imagine? The fact that just came out of my mouth, bro, is that boggles my mind. Who the fuck would have thought Borat 2 would be up for Golden Globes? Put your hand down.
No. Sacha Baron Cohen does Borat 2 for this
He should
reason.
He should win for best actor in a musical or comedy.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
He's up against James Corden.
Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna fucking puke. Let's just keep going. I'm gonna get a headache from this, Mike. Run through
These
it.
suck. All these movies suck.
Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, fuck that, man. I'm done.
Nobody
Fuck
cared.
that.
Best motion picture, animated, fucking Soul. Give me a break.
I haven't seen Soul, but everyone loves it, Mike.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want to watch it.
What?
Because these fucking bandwagon movies, bro.
You're just hating, man. You're just hating.
These fucking bandwagon movies. I hate when movies are so fucking popular.
It's an animated movie.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna see it.
Why? Because you're afraid of showing some sort of. I don't know. I don't know. Fuck you, Mike.
Because I'm not a fucking toddler. Don't care.
John Baptiste did the jazz music for it.
Okay.
He's a great artist. You don't care?
Don't care. You know.
Yeah.
Is
that it? Are we done? I think we're done, Mike.
Yeah, I think that's it. Nothing really in the news department.
I mean, there's some shit, I guess, but
Frasier reboot.
TV show? Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna be in it? James Corden?
We don't know yet. Oh my God.
I
already don't want
Timothy Chalamet.
Imagine Timothy Chalamet with that fucking haircut. Look at that. Look at that, baby.
He just got a bowl cut, eh? Timothy Chalamet.
Did he really? See, he could play this fucking guy.
Okay. Why, Mike?
Whatever his name is, I forget. It's going to be on Paramount Plus streaming platform.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Oh wait, it says Kelsey Grammer's coming back to play him. Also, it's
okay.
It's not a recasting. They're literally just rebooting it.
I still don't care.
Yeah, me neither. I don't give a fuck. So why?
Fuck.
That show died in the 90s. Leave it there.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, you know?
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram at the Mike Watch, TikTok at the Mike Watch, Instagram for Mikey at Michael Pascus 98, Instagram for me At Michael Calabrese, 2 L's. You know the vibes. Thank you for listening, for watching. God bless. Fuck Amber Heard.